Good morning. It is a wonderful good morning, nice and brisk, cool, because we have rain outside. It didn't look like it on that opening scene, but there certainly is rain happening, grey skies, but we are spring still. I suppose we're just going to have a wet one this year. So it's lovely to see you all popping in now. So good morning, Nat, and good morning, Keza. Now, I do feel like I'm a little bit back to normal now that we're back from our weekend of readings in Mount Gambier. So we had a lovely time, Leanne and I. So loved the road trip and certainly do enjoy the time spent sharing with others, bringing forward spirit connections, loved ones, messages. And well, I like playing with some of the toys too, the tools. So, yes, it is a good morning, and yes, it is the good morning wet. It is. So you've got wet rain at Strath as well. So, look, I'm going to move over to the cards straight away, connecting with your spiritual guides, your psychic senses, your own sense of what is the intuitive and the messages you're receiving directly to you from spirit. So practice that each and every morning when you are connecting here with these cards as the spread's laid out before us. Here we go. Oh, and I must have bumped it. I thought I was doing pretty good. I must have bumped it as I was putting the iPad on the stand. So there we go. We've got the cards laying there. I have the our card ready, and it is respect is earned, honesty is appreciated, trust is gained, and loyalty is returned. An interesting card. So it's certainly good values to have and ways to live through your day today as well, and every day really. We've also got the Gilded Reverie Lenormand card deck back again, so the usual one for the weekday card spread until they wear out, I think, is probably what I'm going to be doing, is continuing on with them. And we have the card spread. Good morning, Rena. Lovely to see you here this morning. Hope it's warmer where you are. I do have my new air conditioner turned on out in the main living area of the house, so I'm expecting to step from warm to warm, not warm to cold. Here we go. And I think the bear is a bit of a reflection of what the weather does feel like, or did when I woke up. Right, we've got the cross in the home space, we have the parts in the workspace, we have bear in the unexpected. It is the anchor as our role, and we have the coffin as the outcome, that central position, the pivot role. So it is moving through with getting things cleared. I felt that as I put this down, oh God, gloom and glum, whatever it was, because of the cross and the coffin together. But I felt really what we've got is trusting in our sense of who we are in our home space and what we're setting up as our responsibilities in the family situation, or how we are actually running our home, being in our home space, setting examples for those around us, or being the example, living our authentic self, being true to ourselves, I felt is what that cross is meaning for this morning. And good morning, Michaela. Good morning, Kay. And I love your little hearts there, Michaela. Always do. One of the things with what I've noticed in the last few days, and I think there is a notification that came out about it that I had from Be Live, as in Facebook has changed some things around with doing live streams, because this being a third party platform that connects into Facebook's API, it's reliant on how Facebook do it. And they changed being able to notify, I think, as well as setting the event forward before, like scheduling. I do schedule these, but you still won't be out, you're not going to be able to see them now until they actually start, I gather. So I don't know whether that means you can schedule have the notification sent to you. Did each of you get a notification, beforehand? Good morning, Sarah. Lovely to have you here. So I thought I'd just mention that, as some of you seem to be coming in later than you usually do. you're the beautiful family that we've created here, and you're normally earlier. So I was just mentioning that that could be a reason why Facebook has made some changes. And I am back on my desktop so that I can use the full swag of what I normally do have as these live streams. So we're going to move from that and trusting self, trust what you have in your home space and the things that you're actually encountering at home. Really tap into that connection with spirit as you're moving through whatever it is you've got going in your home space. You didn't get it. Okay, you don't think so. Yours came through, Sarah. Maybe it matters which page you're on. I just don't now. Uh, I get a notification now advising that you'll be going live. Oh, so you did get it. Ah, look, it's different ways and different. It could be even your own settings. I really don't know. It's just a notice that I saw on my Be Live this morning because I'm back home on the full setup. So there we go. That's all right. Now, shifting from that, right, moving through your day in full trust, we're going to go over to the park in the workspace. It's bringing anything that you're doing in your work out more into a public eye. So I think it's letting us know that what we can do now is to start sharing that to, making it public, to sharing it with others, to probably even it's letting us know that we need to be, whatever we've been working on, that it's time to actually get it out to its marketing stage, to spruik what we are offering, to let people know we have this offer or product or, what this is what we do. I'm feeling that that's really almost like it's the stand on the soapbox and announce. That's what I'm feeling with the park today. And it's also, for the time that might be right for your lunchtime, go and have a bit of a sit and a wander in the parks or something to do with nature as part of that. It's the rest and also producing and putting it out to the public. So there's a bit of work for both areas. We've got the bear there. The bear is a work card, so it's getting things done. It's putting action into what your intention is. So whatever you're wanting to do, need to do at the right time, because this is the unexpected energies here. So at the right time, you'll feel that need to put a bit more extra effort into it. So you'll feel that energy coming in at the right time. Trust that. So, and it could be that others don't really see what you're doing. It doesn't matter that they don't, that you are continuing onward with what you're needing to do with that energy burst, almost like you get that fresh breath, second wind, that type of thing with what you're doing. Part of what your role is, it is to be that steadying influence. It could be that things feel, well, they certainly felt a little wild a short time ago with the heavy burst of rain we got and the wind. It was like it was gusting through, and sometimes you get that horizontal rain. It was a bit like that. So, it can feel like it's wild and woolly weather around you today at points. You be the steadying influence. If there's something that's a disagreement or just things are feeling a bit rocky and how you need to work out some logistics with family movements or even that with the workspace as well, working out the process of what you're needing to do, especially in marketing, which step first, that type of thing. We're going up steps here to actually do part of that work we're doing, but you get to the prize at the end, that goal of, here it is beautifully arranged and put out to the public. Here we've got that steadying look. Let's just work through it and have the calming waters because you're actually anchoring in, you're grounding in. The anchor does hit the earth in some form, whether it's on the ocean floor or whether it's on dry land, it doesn't matter. You are being that steadying influence. You're calling that in to actually hold that space to be smooth, calm, steady, solid for that time that you need in whatever task you're doing at that right time through the day. And and Kim, oops, hello, good morning. You might have to watch the replay, but that's fine. Hopefully, I'm back to being on time at 8 o'clock. I'm back at my full system. So, here with the desktop. So, moving into that is the pivotal role. Look, the coffin does remind us that not all things that we carry are needed to be continued to be carried. It's part of what our cross responsibilities and that is indicating. But, these things that we gather below us and the rest to sort of take on our journey too aren't always needed. And what we're doing with a coffin really is um, clearing the energies of that's not needed any longer. Some stuff really is as if dead to us. And look, it's time to recycle it, clear it out completely, as in, oh God, it's not worth fixing or that type of stuff, and it's for the graveyard, so to speak. Bury it, do what you need to really shift it out of your space and the energy that you hold for it. We can continue on with some of our sentimental feelings for things too long, and we do need to let it go. My daughter had sent me a photo of how she was deconstructing a piano that I had. I don't want it back here, but I want it back here, but I don't want it back here, but I want it back here. I didn't play it for so many years. They are so heavy and hard to move around. They cost a fortune to shift and move and tune, and they are really something that is past a use for what I needed, past a use for what she needed. No one else wanted it. What was left to do with it but to deconstruct and shift it to the scrapyard or whatever she can manage to do with it? Very difficult. It can be very difficult at times. And there is partly a grieving process through that, even though it's just a piano. I feel sad that it's not going to be as it is intended as a full piano. It's going to be scrapped. But it's just that is the solution. That is what the process is. Do your grieving, do your sifting through what you need to hold, continue to keep or not. Shift it through, let the energy go. And by the end of the day, you will feel that lightness and knowing that what you did, trusting what you've decided to do, is the right thing with those things and possessions. And sometimes it's even emotions, letting that grief move through so that you can say, well, I had a good time with the piano when I had it. Look, it's no longer needed by anybody, shifting it out of the life completely. And that in itself brings you towards, if you're following this as a line of the day's energy, even regardless of what part they are in this spread, you can move it from trusting what your decisions are to let things go. And really, that lightness of energy and the freeing up of the spirit brings you to that place of more naturalness in what is being present today. So that's what I'm thinking that may mean for our day today as well. There's always different options there. So, um, and I'm just going back to these. I will shift this back to there. No, move back to that picture of the spread when you need to. But Michaela's got, yes, you didn't get the notification, but you searched for me. Your sister-in-law had a hip replacement done yesterday. I hope it's going well. That's great. Um, so Sandy's hip swap for a better one. And there's a shifting of what is no longer needed to what is newly a fresh start for her, isn't it? And you don't think she's sorry about the old hip. Or look, it's still energy of something that is part of us that is moved on. It can be something we get quite sentimental about. Oh, what if it doesn't work with a new one? It will. Think positive, fresh start, wonderful times ahead, moving more freely with a new hip. And there it is. You think it's the time to finish the current lot of marking. So you're a teacher, are you? So with all that you can see in the cards, interpret for yourself, practice for yourself with your connection with your spiritual guides, or even just your own intuition. What is it that you instinctively get? First thought, as you're actually looking at each card singly and then marrying the sentences together, as in whether it's, the horizontal or whether it's the vertical, or whether it's as I read it in the spread. We've had a long enough time together now, it is over the 3 years, to actually learn the process for ourselves, haven't you? So move into that shifting energy for yourself and really connecting and gathering that information that you know is specifically for you. So, thank you from Sarah. Thank you. Have a blessed day with love and joy to everyone. I know that blessing is for all of us. So, thank you so much, Sarah, and each and every one of you for joining in. I love it being back at my iMac, that the desktop and the setup that I'm so familiar with. It really does bring it back to my comfort level. It's really good, though, to step out of your comfort zone every now and again in a real way of having to manage something completely different. Or, well, I mean, not that my iPad and my phones are completely different, but it's not what I use usually. And it does step us into learning something differently or new. Take that risk sometimes. So, and thank you from Rena. Lovely, lovely to be here again. So keep being the best you that you can be, and I'll see you tomorrow morning again at 8 ish, all things being equal and on time. I will be scheduling the next couple of days in a moment. You may or may not see that notification. I don't know what Facebook's up to. And I am going to get moving on the Soulpreneurs app more. And I shall share that with you. I think I can here. Um, just going to, yes, it is this one. Let me just copy that link and put it in here. Those groups and spaces that can get that, go and have a look at this one because it's a space of a new app that I've been joining in and practicing with. May not have it down pat, but look, it's something that's other than Facebook. Not all of us enjoy Facebook greatly and would like to explore some other areas. I still will be continuing on Facebook. I'm not going to cease that, but it's just another avenue that's a little bit different. So you can try that out, join in. It is an open group that I have there. You may need to download the app. I'm not sure how that comes up for you. So, because I'm already in it, of course. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Michaela and Kim. And having a great day for everyone. Raining there in Sydney. So, rain is needed for Mother Earth to continue on watering the plants and everything, gardens and stuff. Yeah, we have been getting a lot lately, but there's cycles, isn't there? All of Mother Nature's glory. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Namaste. Bye.